All right, today we're talking about the dark side of record deals and how artists get trapped. So, did you know that most artists see less than 10% of the money their music generates? That's not by accident, it's by design. In this video, I'm breaking down the shady tactics record labels use to keep artists broke and trapped. All right, let's talk about record deals. We got various different types of record deals. Let's see, the most common type these days are what's called 360 contracts. This, with a 360 contract, basically it includes your digital sales, your tours and concerts, your live performances, your merch, your endorsement deals, appearances, your publishing, and all business proceeds. So even if you create a business while under this 360 record deal, you create, let's say you create your own brand of vodka, or your own line of beer, or your own clothing line or whatever, under this 360 program, a cut of those business proceeds goes to your record company under this 360 deal. So, not only all of the merch that you sell at a venue, the record company takes a giant cut of that merch. It's everything that you do while you're under the umbrella of that record company becomes now property, and the record company is taking a cut of everything that you do as a 360 contract deal. So 360 deals, you got that. We have tour support. Basically, what you want to think a record contract as. Don't think of a record contract as anything more than a bank. When you hear record contract, hear bank, because that's really what a record company is a bank. A record company is keeping track of everything that they do for you. They're keeping track of the food, the meals that they provide for you. They're keeping track of the studio time that you guys use. They're keeping track of if you create a music video. They're keeping track of every expense in that music video. If you have tour support and they have tour buses that they rent for you, they're keeping track of all those expenses. If they, all the marketing budget, every last penny that record company spends on you, they're writing it down somewhere, and they're gonna get their money back. Believe you me, they're gonna get their money back. They are keeping track of every dime that they spend on you and your band. They're gonna get their money back with interest, because like I said, they're a bank. They're literally just a different name for a bank, is all a record company is. So when you hear about artists signing deals, like so-and-so artist got $1 million signing bonus for signing on with X record company, so-and-so got a $10 million signing bonus for signing on with this other company. Keep in mind, those signing bonuses are advances. They are just advances on future earnings that has to be paid back to the record company with interest. And record companies, they really don't have that much of a track record for transparency. So many record companies are very opaque, not transparent in the slightest. So when you're thinking that you're paying back your record advance, so you're paying back your tour support advance, most record companies aren't going to be open with their books and say, okay, here we go, this is what you paid back, this is what you still owe. They are shady, very shady. So I don't know how to remedy that problem. All I know how to do is warn you that exists, that record companies are not transparent. super shady. There's story after story after story of artists that are just in debt over their heads with their record companies. They're never going to get out of their contracts because they're basically indentured servitude to their record company, and there's really no way out. So there's story after story after story of musicians and artists, whatever, that are in these trapped scenarios with their record companies, and there's no way out. And you know, rumor has it that Prince was in a very similar situation, and the only way to get out of his record contract is he literally changed his name to that symbol, and some way, somehow, that got him out of his past record contract and got him into an independent artist scenario by using that symbol as his name that got him out of that deal. That's the way I understand it. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. Anyway, but there's a few warning things you need to be aware of. So besides being wary of record companies and contracts in general, what you don't want to get rid of, you never want to sign away your rights to your publishing. Publishing is the holy grail of a musician. Publishing basically is what puts your music out there so that people can hear it. And in a lot of these record contracts, they're going to want you to sign away your rights to your publishing. Sign away your rights to your publishing to the record company, and we will deal with getting your music promoted and everything else by signing away your rights to the publishing. Don't do it. That's my suggestion. I'm no music attorney. I'm not giving out music, legal advice or anything like that. But I'm just saying, the more control that you can maintain to yourself, the better your situation is going to be. So signing away control to your master recordings, signing away your publishing to anybody other than yourself, I would definitely have a highly skilled attorney look at your contract, spend the money on a highly skilled attorney to look at your contract to make sure that it's in your interests, because no one's looking out for you except for you. So spend the money on whatever attorney you can, highest grade attorney you can get in the music and entertainment industry. Get that attorney to go through that contract, make sure that it benefits you. You are the most important person to yourself. Make sure you got the benefit going on here. And if it's not going to benefit you, I would think twice about signing said contract. So make yourself the most important person in that room. Spend the money to have somebody represent you properly so that you don't get screwed in the deal. All right. So other things you want to be wary of, buzzwords that are very expensive buzzwords. So advance, like we mentioned, signing advances. I know an advance, any kind of advance the record company makes to you is a loan. That's money you have to pay back. So advance equals loan. Be very careful. Another word, the most important word in that contract to be super aware and wary of is perpetuity. Perpetuity. Anytime that contract says perpetuity, that means forever. Forever. Run away. If you see perpetuity, that means forever. Be aware of that. Be very, very aware and leery of the term perpetuity. Dang, yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to jump on here really quick, talk about record contracts. If a record company was to approach me in today's day and age with a record contract, my number one question to the record company would be, what can you do for me that I already cannot do for myself? Because I know that I could publish my own music. I can put my own music on all the streaming services. I can create my own high quality music videos, or I could pay somebody very little money to do a high quality music video. There's there's really nothing that a record company can do that I cannot do for myself. The one caveat though, the one caveat is that I cannot do for myself is you need a great promoter, because a promoter will get you on big stages. A promoter will get you on good festivals, and a promoter will get you, a lot of places. They have the connections, supposedly promoters. A good promoter will have the connections necessary to get you on the big stages and on the big festival tours, things of that nature. That's what a promoter can do for you, and you need a good promoter because you can't do that yourself. You want to rent a tour bus? You can rent a tour bus. Slide out your credit card, $2,000 a day, get that tour bus, whatever. But really, all you need, is a good promoter and access to credit cards with credit limits on it, because I would rather pay myself back. I would rather pay my own credit cards back than to pay back a record company. And when it comes to like press releases, things that people are going to think of, oh, a record company is going to put me in the press, give me press releases, things like that. You could do that yourself. You can go onto outsourcing sites such as Fiverr and Upwork, and you could pay an experienced person who knows how to write and release press releases, and they could do that for you. You don't need a record company to do that for you. Put it on your own credit card, not the record company's credit card. So, creative works, press releases, things like that require, professional skills can all be outsourced through sites such as Upwork or Fiverr.com. Very, very inexpensive. And like I said, I would rather pay myself back, pay my own credit cards off, as opposed to trusting a record company that they're going to be honest in paying off my debt to them. Wouldn't trust them as far as I can throw them. I'd trust myself and my own credit cards. So that's just a nickel's worth of free advice for you. Some things to think about, but let me know what you guys think about record companies, record contracts, all that kind of thing. What do you think is the most important thing to look for besides a great music attorney? Anyway, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, check out my other videos. Go in the description below and check out the t-shirts that are for sale, the t-shirts, the merch, the books that I have for sale, all that stuff. Check it out, support the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have an awesome day.